Right, I have just watched a video that Chloe Hodgson literally just put out about how social media has really affected her recently. And oh my god, I could not relate to anything more right now. Thank you, Chloe. You have inspired me to actually talk about what's going on and actually think about how social media really affects us. So yes, this video is going to be probably a bit long and like a rant and very emotionally driven, because right now I am so passionate about this, and so I literally just watched it, came up here, put my camera on my chair and started filming, because this is something I cannot stress enough, and I'm so glad Chloe raised this because her audience is obviously a lot bigger than mine, and to think that 400,000 people now have that sitting in their subscription boxes makes me very happy. Chloe, I absolutely adore you, and I adore everything that you're speaking for right now. Also, the fact that you're also a Gary Vee fan, I can relate. He is fantastic for this message, and it is all about the validation that social media apparently gives us. As I've started to help my dad try and build our business, social media has played a big role in that, and recently, because of whatever's happening with Instagram right now, I have no idea, but especially on the Keto Fitness Club Instagram, things have started to decline. We don't get as many people seeing our posts, we don't get as much engagement, we don't get as many comments, blah blah. And for some reason that affected me emotionally, and I just couldn't get why. And it's because social media takes such a big control over our life that we now think that it's a form of validation. And I really need to sort that out, because I am getting in this rut with social media, because even like with what's happening with my channel right now, all of my most viewed videos, and even when I go on my analytics now, the videos that have been most viewed even within the past 48 hours are all GCSE related. They are all I think How I Rise for Geography is my most #1 video. And I'm not passionate about that anymore. I'm really not, because I'm moving so far away from school and education at the moment. If you haven't already seen my last video on imposter syndrome, then you may not know that I am so far away from where I was a year ago when I started this channel that those videos really don't resonate. Like, I'm so happy they're helping people, and I'm so happy they're having a positive impact on people, but I would not make them now because they're not the thing that I'm passionate about. I've just realised I look like an absolute ghost. Let me try and fix that. In her video, Chloe admitted that she really didn't know what she wanted to do. She didn't like the personality that some of her videos portrayed, as she said, like the quirky, relatable teen. Much like I don't really like the personality of hardcore studying that a load of my first videos kind of portray. And I feel like we're both at a similar situation where we know exactly what kind of content we want to make, but the one thing that's holding me back is the lack of... Again, it comes back to the social media thing, doesn't it? Because all of my most recent videos, I'm happy that they've got a good response, but clearly the views are not as high as some of the highest GCSE videos that I've made. And I knew that would happen as soon as I started changing the way that I was going to be like creating videos and all of that. I knew that it was going to have a negative effect for now, and I'm okay with that. Like, I know I'm fine with it, but I do miss the happiness that getting comments like this really helped, like, you know, the revision videos, like, oh, thank you very much for this, blah blah blah. And because I've not got that audience yet for the videos that I've been recently publishing, I'm missing those comments. And yeah, I don't know where this video is going, but again, I just want to say a huge thank you to Chloe for actually putting that video out less than an hour ago, I think now, and here I am now making almost like a response video to it, because it is such an important message, especially for our generation. We have grown up around social media, so to then think that social media is almost validating our lives. Another thing that's impacted me recently is the amount of time I've been spending on social media. I am off school at the moment, and so I am spending a lot more time working on the business, and as I said, I run a lot of the social media for it. And recently we started a TikTok account. I know, cringy, but it's working. For some reason we've gained one of our videos has over 16,000 views at the moment, and for someone who started that, like posted that video and we had 10 followers, that was a big jump for us. And we are a small business, so that many views on a post is almost unheard of. So to then constantly be checking that app and constantly refreshing, going, oh my god, it's gone up another 100, and almost getting addicted to seeing that rise, that's dangerous. That is incredibly dangerous. I looked at my phone yesterday, and I have an app called Stay Focused that tells me how long I've spent, like, the screen time, and I know I've been using it for other stuff, like it's just been on next to me, but it's been on for 7.5 hours yesterday. Where does that come? I don't understand. We are literally addicted to social media, our phones, everything digital, and I'm the first to admit that I, on one hand, love it, and the second hand, hate it. Like, when I was opening TikTok, I loved seeing the numbers rise, but at the same time, I had that sinking feeling in my gut going, this is short-term gratification. You need to think long-term. You think about how many people you're helping rather than just seeing the numbers rise. And I thought, what do the numbers do? They literally do nothing. They do nothing. 16,000 people watching your video does nothing. I've literally just spent like 5 minutes staring into space now, so I have no idea where I finished the last sentence, so I'm just going to carry on with my thoughts. The next thing is that I know I want to make an impact, and Chloe said the same thing. She wants to make a positive impact on people, but it's how I do it. I don't know yet. I literally don't know. I've got so many video ideas, but I don't know which ones to upload first. The thing is I know what will do well, and it's the GCSE content, because that's the audience I have at the moment. I get that. But I'm not going to make that, because that's not me. I'm not going to pretend I love studying anymore, and I'm not going to pretend that I care about my grades, because right now I couldn't care less about school. So yes, I want to have a positive impact on all of you, and I want to encourage you guys to do whatever you want to do, but I don't know how. So I'm just going to literally take it one video at a time, go, yes, I want to film that, I shall film that. End of story. I'll do it that way. Because the problem with social media, and this is specifically for YouTube at the moment, is that when I think of a video, because of all these YouTube strategy videos that I've watched about how to grow your channel, blah blah blah, I now think, well, if I make this video, then I've got to make this video, then I've got to make this video, and then that sends me in a spiral, because I don't want to plan so far in the future, because as you've seen, I've changed a lot in the past year. A year ago, I was so happy to be making all these revision videos and to talk about studying and talk about the beginning of A-levels, whereas now, as I've just said, that's the last thing I want to do. So I don't want to limit myself to having to, or needing to plan all of my content in order to gain more attention, because at the end of the day, what's that attention going to do? Absolutely nothing. It's not going to make me happier. It's not, like, I've literally seen, as the TikTok video's blown up, we're not happier. In fact, it's scary, because that many people have seen your stuff. And then it goes on to Instagram, and a similar thought process of, well, if I post this, then that puts me in this niche, and if I post this, then it puts me in that niche. Whereas social media isn't about just posting whatever you want anymore, is it? You can see that if you don't have a niche, and if you don't have this particular genre, as Chloe says, there's a trending personality now. If you don't fit with that personality and stick to that, then all of a sudden your growth is going to go down the drain. Like, no one cares. Even on Chloe's video, like, the comments, someone said, like, I miss the old Chloe, and in her video Chloe says that wasn't actually me, that was me trying to fit into this personality that would then get me more attention. And I so totally get that. So before I literally go into a downward spiral, if you are a small content creator like me, then know that getting more attention does never ever equal more happiness. It just doesn't. And it's funny because everyone says that, like Les Brown says, everyone knows money doesn't buy happiness, but everyone wants to find that out for themselves. You know, you can say that money doesn't buy happiness, but then again everyone's like, oh yeah, no, but I want, you know, there's always that drive for more. Even though you know that it's short-term gratification, you'd rather have that than the long-term gratification of actually earning something. So what I'm not saying is that social media is the problem. Gary Vee always says this: social media didn't make you do these things. It's you and me that's doing that because they know what the social media is going to do. It's just algorithms, it's just computers. They promote random pieces of content, and if you know how to use that in the right way, that's your fault. That's your actions that are leading to this. Social media has nothing to do with it. It's just a platform that you're using. So social media isn't the issue, but it's how we respond and behave when we have social media. It's free. It's always at our fingertips. It's literally on our phones 24/7. And as I said, with the amount of hours that I spend on my phone, it's no wonder I'm feeling like this. And I can feel the almost like the emptiness that I've got in the past couple of days, because that's all I was doing. So I'm going to take a step back, and I'm not going to worry about, you know, like this stream of videos that I need to make, or this stream of photos that I need to upload on Instagram to stay within that niche. I'm literally just going to do exactly what I want to do in that moment, hence why I'm filming this video. So I don't know if that's made any sense, but if somehow it's helped you, then please let me know. And yeah, once again, thank you so much for Chloe, or to Chloe, for putting out that video and inspiring me to make this one. I really hope people pay attention to your video, Chloe, because that was pure gold. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to see more raw and honest things that I will be doing in the future, I'm literally just going to do whatever I want to upload at the moment, then subscribe, why not, it's free, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.